All right, so we talked about opening night. Let's talk about the season. The Suns obviously built a super team. Is this Kevin Durant's fourth or fifth super team? Do we not count OKC because it was like natural? But the Suns obviously built a super team.
Sure.
Dame is playing with a freshly paid Giannis, and Wemby's
Yep.
finally in the league. And sure, LeBron's going on year 21 with another super team. This is probably his third super team. What's the number one thing?
How are the Lakers a super team?
I might have spoke out of turn right there. They've got Austin Reeves. Anthony Davis.
I mean, they have two All-Stars. Go ahead.
What's the number one thing that you're excited to track this NBA season? I know it's got to be Wemby.
I've got to say, I mean, I'm pretty. Listen, I have been the pump the brakes on Wemby guy. The preseason got me pretty excited for him. I mean,
coming around.
It does look. I still believe the offense is going to be a major work in progress. But defensively, I don't even know what the ceiling is. I just don't know. I mean, it just seems impossible, some of the stuff that he's able to do. So I'm super excited to watch that. I don't know if you saw it. People got very mad at me last week. The internet hated this opinion. Speaking of Austin Reeves, when I said we were talking Suns versus Lakers, because Bleacher Report did a best duos in the league. And they had KD and Booker ahead of LeBron and AD. And I said, I flatly think that's wrong. I think LeBron is still better than Durant. And the argument against LeBron versus certain guys is, yeah, okay, he's better, but he misses 25 games a year. But you can't use that argument in a Durant discussion. LeBron has been healthier than Durant, over the last 3 years. Ever since Durant blew his Achilles, even if you remove that season, LeBron has played more games. They score the same amount, and LeBron is, to me, just a better overall player. And so I said I thought AD was better than Booker. I think LeBron is, at the very least, dead even with Durant. So I thought they were the better duo. And then Wild said, okay, we'll find, or somebody said, I don't know if it was Wild or Brewer, I don't want to misquote him. Yeah, but then the Suns have the better trio because Bradley Beal versus Austin Reeves. And the internet killed me for this. I said I disagree with that. I said I would rather have Austin Reeves as my third option. Now, there's a very specific point I'm trying to make here, which is I think Bradley Beal, if you were like, hey, one of these guys has to be the best player on your team, obviously you'd rather have Bradley Beal. If your team's best player is Austin Reeves, you're in real trouble. But if the question is one of these guys has to be the clear-cut number 3 on your team, I have more faith and reason to believe that Austin Reeves can play that role at a high level than Bradley Beal, who's never even been the number 2 option on a team. He was the leading scorer in the NBA. And I'll also say this that people disagreed with. I think both the Lakers and the Suns would be better if Beal and Reeves switch places. I think if Reeves were on the Suns and if Beal were on the Lakers, both teams would be better. I think Beal adds things to the Lakers shooting that they need, and I think Reeves adds things to the Suns being able to contribute without having the ball in your hands and just, no, not humbleness. It's not that. I think there are, let me put it like this. Here's a different way to look at it. Take Austin Reeves and the Lakers out of it. Would the Denver Nuggets last year have been better off with Bradley Beal or Aaron Gordon? The answer is obviously Aaron Gordon. Is Bradley Beal better than Aaron Gordon? Sure. But as far as being the third option guy doing different things, Aaron Gordon was perfect for that team. Now, with all that said, Bradley Beal's already out for tonight with a back injury. So a Suns team that is, health is a major question mark and depth is a major question mark already isn't going to have their full complement of guys. But
if Poole goes and averages 40 points this season, this isn't going off on a tangent here. But if he goes off and averages all right, not call it 40, 30 to 35 points, do you think success from Poole this season gets the guy fired that made the trade? I just think I really want that trade to end up looking really stupid. I got a lot of sweat in that.
In what universe can Jordan Poole average 30 to 35 points?
In this one, what do you mean?
That doesn't exist. The guy can't average 30 to 35. I understand he's on the Wizards. He's not averaging 30 plus. Jordan Poole? Okay.
Jordan Poole.
No,
that's what I'll be tracking is the usage of Chris Paul over in the Warriors and what Jordan Poole does over there in Washington. You traded
Jordan Poole's in a perfect spot. He can put up empty numbers on a bad team. I get that. But he's still not going to average 30 plus. I mean, give me a break. I mean, he's not. I mean, I don't even know what to do. That take took me by storm. Now, here is the other most interesting storyline right now in the NBA is obviously what's going to happen in Philly. People have written off the Miami Heat, maybe a touch prematurely because they didn't get Dame, and then do the Warriors have one last run in them, which I'm fascinated by. I know you said they traded Jordan Poole for a fossil. I don't even know if Chris Paul is going to be on that team all year, but do they have one more run in them? And then one last thing, in the West, like who do we know is going to be bad in the West? Okay, I'll start Portland. After that, the Spurs will be bad but fun to watch, and the Rockets will be bad. Every other team is trying to win. Maybe the Jazz will be bad, but take those 4 teams out. Here are the other teams. The Pelicans, the Mavs, the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Timberwolves, the Suns, the Kings, the Thunder, the Grizzlies. Okay? So that's 11 teams. One of them won't even make the play-in. 3 of them won't make the playoffs. The Grizzlies are an interesting one to watch, with Steven Adams being done for the year. The Clippers are an interesting one to watch, given their health concerns. And the Pelicans, given their health concerns, are an interesting one as well. But there are going to be some teams in the West just devastatingly disappointed on how this season goes. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.